These aren't police officers or soldiers.
We're business owners, we're fathers, we're sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio.
Ain't nobody scared of you.
After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, "Our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved." But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch Group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family for what we're doing out here.
While many locals do support the security group, some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this community
Stand up.
Stand up.
is not backing down.
How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Monday, March the 17th, 2025. Is your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land that continue to rock with my son and I. He and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, back with another one, and this one comes out of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. That's right, family. Down in Ohio, you got a small black community that pretty much had to form an armed militia in response to a neo-Nazi rally. You saw the video, family. How would you feel? How would you feel right across from the school where your child attends? You got white racists hurling all types of bigoted, racist remarks that can be heard in the earshot of your kids coming out of school, being released. And although there is a such thing as your First Amendment, freedom of speech, and I understand, according to the law enforcement down there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio, they said that no laws have been broken, and perhaps to the letter of the law, they are correct. Because you can say a whole bunch of things, but as long as you don't act on it, well, then you don't have a crime. And calling people the N-word, the monkey word, and all the other racist rhetoric that they've had for us over the years, all of that, even then, no laws have not been broken. But I ask you this, family, what about the laws and the sanctity and the security of not only for our children, but for the women in our neighborhood, in our community, the elders, the mothers, the older men? So should they not feel safe in their community? So I don't have a problem with what they're doing. As long as they are trained, And whoever's carrying a firearm is trained as long as they go to the range and get qualified and understands the rules of engagement, because at the end of it, they're not law enforcement. They're not certified to determine probable cause and take somebody civil liberties and their rights, and they, and whatnot. They're not certified law enforcement. So they're in a civilian in the aspect of stand your ground. Now, I don't know all the particulars of the stand your ground law in Ohio, but I do know the one down here in Florida. But family, we're going to go through this video again. As I always do, you guys saw the video, family, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to play the audio so you all can hear it, and I'm going to jump in.
Aren't police officers or soldiers.
Your business owners, your fathers, your sons, daughters.
These are civilians.
So it's a damn shame that these people, they not no type of law enforcement. They wasn't no type in the military, but they gotta go and tote AR-15s. They gotta put on baklavas. If y'all don't know what a baklava is, that's that thing, the mask to hide their identity. When they serving search warrants and whatnot, that's what law enforcement use to conceal their identity. But these are regular civilians, family, and for them to not feel safe in their community, there is a problem.
Members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community.
See, family, I got a problem with that. First is the neo-Nazis, and then the Ku Klux Klan, they bring their dusty asses down there. What's going on in this community? What is going on that your law enforcement cannot control the situation? Now, I get it. I understand freedom of speech, but let me tell you something. There are other laws that somebody else can get arrested for, like disturbing the peace, causing a disturbance that could amount to a riot. Oh yeah, it's other things that can be done to deter them from coming down to this community, because they coming down there looking for problems. Because them white folks ain't got no damn business going down there effing with them black people. Are they children? This is a damn shame that we live in a country where black folk got to arm themselves to the T as if they were law enforcement or in the military so they can feel safe, so they can protect their community. What have we come to in this place that they call the United States of America? Everybody need to wake up. It ain't about no Democrat, it ain't about no Republican, it ain't about this, it ain't about no Donald Trump, it ain't about no Kamala, Biden, Barack. It ain't about that. What it's about the have and the have-nots. And I'm telling you, it's more the have-nots than it is the haves. Nobody at whatever political level you look at, they don't give a damn about the everyday person. If you can't do nothing that can benefit them, they don't care. They do not. But it's a shame that these people in this community got to come to this. Law enforcement, the federal government, they not doing their job. FBI, what y'all doing? What y'all doing, FBI? Sound to me like you got a terrorist organization going down there. I get it. That little podunk town probably ain't got numbered 100 police officers, if that. So hell no, they ain't equipped to handle a bunch of neo-Nazis. But that's why they can get federal aid. That's why they have federal law enforcement officers.
Above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any laws, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that
Exactly. What would you do? What would you do? Because I guarantee you, if somebody was able to break into your house and the police say, like the example he used, oh, well, you know, it ain't really nothing we can do. Well, guess what? The person that's consistently breaking in your house and violating you, the aggression is going to escalate because they have determined that you ain't going to do shit about it. So it's going to escalate. And I guarantee you that sooner or later, we might have us a little issue down there in the little township of Ohio.
a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale would
100%. Because as black folk, all we got is each other. And until we come to, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about 100%. A community of black folks that band together to thwart evil. If black folk could do that all over the world, we would be a powerful force to contend with. But we like crabs in a barrel. And if it don't affect us personally or individually, we don't give a fuck. We don't care about nothing but ourselves. But at least this community sees the value in coming together and saying, hey, listen here, you ain't going to come in here and disrespect us, let alone disrespect our children. Because I'm telling you, that kind of crap, the kids, it stays in their mental. It stays with them. PTSD, anxiety, depression. Them kids, them children don't need to see that.
oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved. But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family for what we're doing out here.
While many locals do support the security group, some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate.
I agree with them 100%. We don't want to become what we hate, but unfortunately, Mr. Ruffin, we are already there. We were there over 500 years ago. Unless we become what we hate, well, we may not make it. And I'm talking to I'm talking to my people now. And I'm not saying go out and be destructive and go out and hurt people and harm people, but I do mean you stand on business. And I believe that there is a way that you go about everything. I'm not saying go out there and trying to, fight everybody and trying to tote guns and carry guns so you can be the, Billy Badass because you got a false sense of Superman syndrome because you toting a pistol. I don't mean like that. I mean where we have to come together as a people, the richest of us. Y'all still black folk, Oprah, Tyler, LeBron, y'all still black folks. Stephen A. Smith, hey, I'll call all of them out. There's no reason why with all these many wealthy black folks that we cannot come together. All of us, I don't give a damn if you making $40,000 a year. All of us as a whole could come together and contribute towards something, a bank or something, because there are those of us that are brilliant financial people and they could come up with something and say, hey, listen, everybody could contribute 10% or whatever to just this black-owned bank, and we will be massive. Oprah, why won't y'all do that? You know why? Because y'all dependent upon them white folks. Because if you were really about your people, you wouldn't have a problem with perhaps donating to something like that. I ain't just talking about you donating your money. I'm talking about me putting mine in. Every black folk in the U.S. donate to this financial entity where we can look after our own. We can give our own people home mortgages. We can give our own people home vehicle loans. But now let me tell you this: just because we got, let's hypothetically say we were able to bring this into fruition, don't mean because you're black you're gonna be able to have bad credit. Don't mean that because you're black, your ass can't hold down no job. It's just because you black, they're going to give you a mortgage. They're going to give you a car note because we're going to hold your ass to the same standard that white folks hold our ass to. But there's no reason why we can't get to that level. But listen, we still trying to fight off racists down here in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. And it took a small community to band together to say, hey, listen, we're not going to sit up here and wait on y'all law enforcement because for all we know, hell, you might be related to one of them neo-Nazis or one of them Klansmen that done came down. We don't know.
You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this community,
Stand up.
Stand up.
is not backing down.
Damn right, family. Stand up. I would much rather down my feet than serve on my knees. And that's the way it's got to be. Listen, if I would have perhaps been teleported back to the slavery days, I don't know, I walked out my backyard and walked through the woods and entered into a damn wormhole, and I got teleported back to the days of slavery and whatnot. Big D wouldn't have lasted long. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the first time one of them called me the N-word, and they was going to have to kill me because I know that, because you know they like to torture you first before they kill you. So I'm going to have to make sure that I take as many of them as I can. That's what Big D would have been like. Nah, you ain't finna make no mockery of me in front of my family. No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't last long. But I will hope, if there was such a thing as that wormhole, and I will hope that my whole house got sucked into it, because I guarantee you, I got enough fire, because I guarantee everything in the house gonna go in the wormhole with Big D, and I got enough firepower. They still would have got Big D, but I would have got a whole bunch more of them. But unfortunately, family, this is where we at. We're going to say a prayer for those good folk down there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. And I'm going to tell them, you stay standing on business. No problem with that one. But think about it, family. This BS could come to your neighborhood real soon. That's right. Because these guys and that thing like that, they getting emboldened. They think they can do whatever. So don't be too surprised if the nonsense don't show up in your neighborhood. So stop this BS about, black on black crime, black on black gang violence. Better stop it, family. Better stop it. Because sooner or later, it may show up on your doorstep. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.